What up, family? It's Realtors. I'm your boy, the bald one, Agent Jamar Davis of Buy, Sell, Love, Maryland eXp Realty, and my co-host here.
Yes, we call you the bearded one, Jim.
So
the beauty in the beard.
All right, I'm the bearded one, the bald bearded one, the bald, the beard, and the beauty.
So we're gonna have you on the 3 times?
Yep, that's it. On beauty too. Oh, great. And my co-host today is?
So it's your girl at Agent Brandy Davis. So you can find us online, on Instagram, and we're super excited to be here today on podcast because it's not just the two of us. We also have another Davis in the house, another beauty.
Yes, introducing our special guest from the great land of Texas, Leticia Davis.
Hey, everybody. I'm good. Living life.
Living life. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on in life right about now.
Oh, I love how Jimmer is just breezed over the fact that everyone on the podcast last name is Steve.
I didn't say that. I said sis. I didn't breeze over that.
Yeah.
Davis joining us today is one of the original Davises. Actually, Jimmer's sister.
Yes.
Little sis is in the house.
Yes. I have a lot going on right now in my life, pursuing my goals and dreams of having multiple streams of income. One of the things I started out doing is my t-shirt company, Sharon Creations, doing custom t-shirts. Then it led me into writing a book about my life and what I've been through in my marriage, divorced. And that led me into pursuing other dreams as far as income shifting, helping people repair their credit, because I know a lot of people are looking to get houses and everything, and just teaching them about financial literacy. So that's another venture that I went into. And then the next step is investing in real estate. So I have a lot on my plate, but it's goals I'm reaching and pursuing right now. So I'm pretty busy.
Yep. And so today on our podcast, we're going to explore TC, and she's going to talk a little about credit today. So we know a lot of y'all out there looking at houses. I've had a couple of inquiries over the past couple of days of if it's not the interest rates, it's, oh, I don't have good credit. I don't have the money. So today we're going to talk about how we can fix that problem. You know, we want you to be able to buy a house. We want you to be able to grow wealth. But right now, if you feel like you're limited by your credit, you know, it's that big hairy thing in the closet that nobody wants to actually go look at. Let's talk about how to demystify, you know, having credit and what the, you know, issues of having credit are, you know, anywhere from, we'll talk about various things today. And I'll let TC jump in a few things. So TC, tell me a little about what you do. I think you're at My Econ. Tell me about what you do at My Econ as far as talking about credit restoration, credit repair.
So basically at My Econ, we teach people how to repair their own credit. I know a lot of people want to go out there and hire a company that does it for you, but they don't do the full spectrum and checking up on every single thing. So with through My Econ, my credit repair basically has different modules showing you step by step on how to repair your credit. They have letters already written for you. All you have to do is fill in the blanks. And it also tells you to how to pull up all your credit reports on Experian and on what's the other two? My mom went blank.
TransUnion.
TransUnion. Yes, and Equifax.
Yeah, I had to remember the other two.
So it'll help you. It'll tell you how to pull those up, look through your credit report, and how to do dispute discrepancies as well to increase your credit score as well. So it's a very tedious thing, but it's worth it because you just paying one time instead of doing monthly payments. With a credit bureau, that's not going to get your credit score up to par like you think. So it's a very good system to use. It's worth it, especially if you're trying to increase your credit, and especially going into buying a house or a car or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's a great system
Yeah,
to
so
use.
let's do a deep dive real quick. So let's talk about, going and get a credit restoration company. What have you seen out there as far as about what do they charge as far as to be able to repair somebody's credit?
Usually at least $80 to $200 a month, depending on who you're choosing. And a lot of
A
times, like I
month?
said, a month, a month. And that adds up.
Okay.
So just think about it. You paying one-time fee doing my credit repair on your own versus paying 80 to 200 a month for 12 months. And then, like I said, they're not helping you increase your credit to the masses of how you want it and as quickly. And that's what they prolong it, because why? They want that money every month, right? You see what I'm saying?
It's going to take 12 months, 24 months. I get it, because the longer that they take, the more an investment it is.
Yeah, because if they take what 1 or 2 months and that's it, and they got your credit where you need it or want it to be, that's it. That's a wrap. I won't need your services anymore. So let me prolong this thing and do. Oh, this is step one. It's going to take 60 to 90 days, and then okay, well, let's go to the next step. They're not going to tell you all that when you have control of what you want to do.
Go any deeper. One of the things that I like about our podcast is it's all about the story, right? Before people can buy into your services, they have to know you, like you, and trust you. So tell me a little bit more. Tell us and our listeners about how did you start on this journey? Of all the, what made, I guess that's it. How did you start on this journey? What was going on that made you say yes to this?
Life in general, going through a divorce, and it taught me a lot of what I went through, and that's why I wrote my book, just as a motivational thing for women. It's catered towards women, but it can be in general, it could be men too. And when I became a single parent of 2 kids, that really opened my eyes of I have to get it. I have to grind. It's a 1 income household now, and things are not changing as far as the economy. And so prior to me becoming a single parent, I had ran to a gentleman, Ron Coleman, who's a part of Austin Financial Wall Street, and he had reached out to me, talking to me about my goals in life. And so I was kind of skeptical at first, and we met up, and he showed me about IRS and how taxes are and how business works, and how having a business really offsets a lot of income as well as tax write-offs, and teaching the 9 to 5 workers hey, you can get more money on your paycheck without asking your supervisor, because IRS take a big chunk of your paycheck, and people thinking, oh, I'm saving up money for, I want IRS to take a lot of money because I want that refund, but you're not getting the full money, all the money back that they taken out.
Whoa, hold up. So you're saying that people were getting a big tax return, they can get the money now versus waiting until April of next year?
Correct.
How? How to do that?
They got to live now. Adjusting their W-4, because when people get hired onto their job, they don't know the what to fill out on the W-4 form. They don't know the withholding amount, and you want to adjust that to the point where you're getting your money now, but also by you having a business, it's going to offset the money that you think you owe taxes on into the IRS. And so that's the key thing of having a business, whether it's you doing something in-house or outside the house, having a brick and mortar, it doesn't matter. You having a business it helps. And really the government wants people to have business, because as you grow your business, you'll end up hiring somebody, and that's a tax write-off too. So it's a lot of nuance and caveats to having a business and also adjusting your W-4. You just can't go in and adjust it and have the government take out less taxes and think you're not gonna owe in the end. It's an adjustment. It's you changing your mindset.
And like you, right, and like you, a lot of our listeners are single parents. Majority of them women. So they're single mothers raising children. So when you met Ron Coleman and he was talking about like the benefits of you getting money now versus waiting till what is it, after you file your taxes and doing a business, what from there, really spoke within you? Then, so after you met him, and then what happened? Because I really want our listeners to know the story more so than the details of the credit. Like, we'll be able to get to that, right?
Right.
But a lot of people can identify or are in a similar situation as you, and and are like, okay, well, how do I provide the most for my kids? Because as moms, our biggest thing, or first and foremost, are these babies that we had. And how can we do, set ourselves up to be successful, and that helps them, set them up for success as well. So tell us a little bit more. So you met Ron Coleman. He talks about the business aspect, and then what else? Tell me, walk us through that story.
So when I met up with him, I brought my tax forms from last year, because he also does taxes. So he's certified to do taxes, and he knows all the tax codes. And one of the things he did when he went over my tax documents, he found that I lost like thousands of dollars. Now, mind you, I already had my t-shirt business in-house. So that opened my eyes up to a little bit more. And he was like, when you went to get your taxes repaired, did they not include certain things on the tax forms to write off? And I'm like, no, because I'm depending on this tax person that I went to know all the details. And that right there opened my eyes. And so when he did that, I was like, I'm all in. Like, I want to know what you know. I want to learn everything about tax write-offs, especially with a business. How can I project myself forward? And then learning and educating others as well. So that's what really motivated me to join my econ. And it was with that leading into the credit repair and all the other products that they have with my econ to help people out, and especially in investing. And that's very important, investing in yourself and in your goals to lead you to a better lifestyle. So that's what led me to join my econ, is that tax part. And then when you went over the W-4,
Yes.
I had pulled up my old W-4 and I did bring my payroll. So he was showing how much withholding I had, and he was like, listen, you need to adjust this. Like, you have a business, and he's like, you live in paycheck to paycheck. Listen, I can get you at least $200 to $400 extra on your paycheck. You don't even have to ask your boss. I'm like, what? What you talking about? And he's like, listen, all you got
pay raise.
Yeah. And he was like, HR, a lot of people in HR, they just tell you, oh, do this, that, but they really don't know the specifics and ins and outs of things. So I went ahead and did it, and I got $200. I get paid 2 times a month, so extra $400 in my paycheck. He was like, take that $400 that you didn't have and pay off debts,
Wow.
So I was like, that makes sense.
Wow.
It's about disciplining you guys. Like, and there has been people that they get that extra money and then just blow it because their mindset.
Spend it, yes.
Like, oh, I got an extra $400. I go give me some J's, But no, you wanna get out of debt, and or if you're out of debt, use that money and invest it, So yeah, that's what really the story behind me meeting Ron Coleman, and he got me started in the my econ industry. So yeah.
All right, so it seems like my econ really just opened up the doors to the different wealth building strategies that you're able to implement for yourself and for others. And so I think Jemar was asking, Jemar, what was your question a while ago when you said you wanted to do a deep dive?
No, let's just get into the deep dive. So you're saying, how my econ helped you, and basically the same thing for others, right? So step by step, I like the way you laid it out. So it's really opening your eyes to having someone else take a second look at your finances, your budget, your taxes, to know that, hey, am I withholding too much? Can I make an extra $200, $300, $400 per paycheck instead of living paycheck to paycheck on certain things? So it was good to highlight that. So what are the things that you would advise people do, like going to my econ? And I'll just give us a little, tell us a little bit, give us a story about somebody you may have helped that didn't realize that they were underwater, and how, your tools you had in my econ helped them.
I have several people. I have a friend of mine, she's in the military, and sat down with her. She went over her taxes from the previous year, and as far as like what she's making now, and she was blown. Like, she's losing out on like thousands and thousands of dollars every year, and she's a captain. So that opened up her eyes. Like, I want better for my kids. I want to leave something behind for my kids, and I need to live now. She has 4 kids and single parent as well. So it's like, go from making ends meet to now, like, oh, wow, like I can get my money on my paycheck. I wasn't putting enough withholdings in my check, you know. And so that right there opened up her eyes as well. So now she's investing into her own business as well as working through the military as well. So it's helpful for everybody, whatever industry you're in or whatever you work in. So that was very helpful. There was another lady that she wasn't working, and she needed help, and I reached out to her, and so we sat down with her and her husband, and they even realized, like, wow, he does 18-wheelers. He is like a truck driver, so he's hardly home, and she's home with the kids, and that right there catapulted her to be like, oh, let me start my own business. Let me help out in this household. So she's like skyrocket. She has like 100 people under her, doing great, bringing people in from all over the U.S., and she's happy about it, and she's opening a lot of people's eyes. So I'm excited to just be able to help people just unlock that slave mentality and withholding themselves from projecting in life and pursuing their dreams and having some more income coming to the household, because everybody needs it. Everybody, who doesn't want an extra stream of income in their house? I'm just saying. So
now, when you say jobs, now people think, okay, I got to start my own business. Like okay, what kind of business can I start? So what's some examples of some of the people you work with, some of your clients? What type of businesses have they started in order to, I guess, write off expenses and things like that? Give me a few examples of a business.
My econ is a business. Despite what anybody think, it's that's a tax write-off. When you join my econ, you pay your monthly membership, and that's a write-off. So you're helping yourself, but also helping others, and that's your business. So if you don't really know what you want to do, that's one of the things. Like I said, some people doing t-shirt work at home or consulting. Some people are like life coaches, or some people create a business just doing YouTube videos on how-to or DIYs. They get income from that. Making money doing TikTok videos. It's so many different ways to make money and start your business. It's just getting yourself in that system and actually working it. Now, I'm not saying start no business and not have documentation that you have a business. Okay? Because people do that, It's a side hustle, but you got to think about how much you making every year. So it's a certain amount. You just can't start a business and say, oh, I got a business, and you're not documenting with the state and the government. That's not how it works, okay? That's one thing.
So you're talking about some, not quitting your day job, but having a few side hustles, but actually making it legitimate,
Yes.
like getting a business name or an LLC, getting the EIN number, a business tax ID number, to make yourself legitimate. You can start writing off a few expenses,
Exactly.
right? So if I wanted to get a business, what are some tools, or like if I wanted to get a business name, what kind of websites would I look at to go get a business?
Well, you'll go to your county website, and look at that, and you'll type in in the search, like, get a DBA. So you fill out an application. So I guess due to COVID and everything, I don't know if they still allowing you to do it online to get your DBA. I know I had to go down and actually fill out, give them my application. I printed it out and paid it right then and there at my county. And then you go to the state website and you register your state.gov, and then you register your business, and you decide if you wanted to make an LLC, a S corp, corporation, if you want to have partners, or you're going to sole proprietor, all that good stuff. And they have like questions, Q&As, as far as like helping you in each step on how to fill out the application as well. And you go, and after that, after you get your LLC or S corp or whatever you choose, then from there you start your business, you build your website, and from there there's so many different platforms to use: Shopify, SquareUp. I think SquareUp is free if you don't have the funds to do it, if you're doing it from the ground up. So that's a good one, just to get started. And then if you want to increase your platform and start paying for it, then like Shopify is very big, very huge. There's other websites and platforms, too many to name at the moment, but that's just the beginning of starting a business. So it's so many different steps in creating your business.
So does my econ like help guide folks through that process?
It gets you financially to the point of where you want to. It doesn't have a step-by-step as far as starting your business, but it does help you set you up financially if you want to start your business, if you want to be financially set up first, if that makes any sense. So getting your credit.
Right, because like a low-hanging...
Yeah, okay. So if you try to get a loan.
Fix your W-4.
Yeah, taking that extra money and starting a business. If you're, not in debt or not that bad in debt, and it's actually helping you get funded to start your business. So that helps you into starting your business as well. So.
And I know you mentioned that for you and for the people that you've helped, it seems like it started with looking at your W-2 or your W-4, looking at forms first, and then being able to, you got feedback on what you should put from your withholdings, and you got feedback about, different types of tax deductions that you could, that your accountant should have did. So how can our listeners, like, what would be a good first step for some of our listeners who want to, a low-hanging fruit is adjusting their withholdings? Like, how do they get in front of you or in front of Ron? Like, how do they get someone to review that?
They can go to my website at davidsinvestment.myecon.net, and they can email me. And we'll set up a Zoom call and actually going through the W-4 and showing you step by step how to adjust your withholdings. We'll look at what you have with your paycheck and then go from there. We'll ask a couple of questions. How many kids? Are you single parent? Are you head of household? Like, what boxes did you check off previously, the previous year? And then we'll go from there. And then now there's certain situations where somebody already have a lot of withholdings on their W-4. So it's not gonna, make any difference. So at that point, if you do have that, okay, so now let's sit and evaluate, okay, all the money that you're getting that's not being taken out of your check. Let's reevaluate your finances. Where are you missing that mark of you're just making ends meet with the money that you're getting? in your paycheck. So then that's when we'll do the debt snowballing thing, have them list out all their debts. Okay, where can we start at? Where's your interest rates on your debts? If you have high interest rate, what should we tackle first to get you down to the point where now you're not living paycheck to paycheck and wondering, where is all my money going? So it's an adjustment for each individual, each situation. Now, this adjusting your W-4 is only for the people who work a 9 to 5. You're not working, there's no W-4. So, yeah. So yeah, that's just one of the many things that we do. We sit down, even if you're out of state. Like I said, it's just a Zoom call. You having your documentation. Let's look over it. Let's help you readjust things if you need readjusting with your W-4. If not, let's look at your debts and your income, and let's figure this thing out. And that's just a start. And like I said, not everybody is going to be open-minded to the whole situation, because when you living in that just now type mentality and you don't see that future, you just looking at the snapshot and not the panoramic view of things, a lot of people can just be settled to just be where they are and be content and not wanting to grow. They'll start off on fire, but then lose it because they're not seeing the benefits of it just yet. And a lot of things, it takes time. When you putting that seed in the ground, that plant ain't finna just pop up automatically the next day. It's gonna take time for you to water and neutralize those seeds to grow that plant or that tree. So yeah.
On average, speaking of time, like how long typically do clients work with you? And I know when you talk about looking at a snapshot versus the panorama, a lot of folks are probably wondering how much will the initial investment be? What is the cost associated to it? So tell me a little bit about how long on average do clients typically work with clients, and then how much is that investment?
So this is the thing. So when we help you adjust your W-4 and that extra money you get back, say $200 to $400 a month, this is what we tell them. Take that, invest it into, if you want to join the My Econ program and have that as your business to start off with, take a portion of that money that you're getting back and invest it into the My Econ. Okay, so that right there, that's offsetting.
I mean, how much will it cost for them? So here I am, I'm listening. I have my paperwork. I call you to do a Zoom. How much money do I need to have?
So at that point, it's just
to pay for you to
it's just a consultation. We're just gonna talk about it. And if you want to join, that's $19.95 to start the first month, and then $39 a month after that. And that's why I said, keep in mind that's a tax write-off. See, people in their minds a $39 a month, that gas money. Okay, but this is gonna be a tax write-off for you in the end. And so at that point, if they don't want to and they just want to do the DIY credit repair, then they just pay for their system one time, $99. It's one-time fee, and that's it. And they have it for the rest of their life. And they can utilize that to help family and friends and make money as well. So they can charge people for them having that system, and they get their money back. They're going to get their $100 back just for using that system to help others and help them get the letters out and stuff like that, like families and friends. So it doesn't cost anything to just look over, just consultation, just bringing you to the table and looking at what you need to do your next step. And then we let them decide from there. We don't push the issue because, a lot of people, it does take time for them to kind of think about it, kind of hash over some things and financial wise, because things are tight now, with gas prices and rent going up and house notes going up, and so yeah, it doesn't cost.
House notes are actually not going up. Just want to add the realtor wants to clarify.
Rent going up.
Rent goes up. Your house payment does not. Your house payment stays the same.
So just to recap real quick, right? So let's take the steps. So I go get my W-4. I go adjust it. Probably within the next pay period, all of a sudden I got an extra $200-$300, $400 in my paycheck. All right, cool. That sounds like I can already pay for this debt restoration because I just went and made, instead of me getting a $4,000 check at the end in April, I can get $400 a month extra in
Correct.
my paycheck. That's a come up. And then you're saying, hey, for $99 you can go and do a DIY and get your credit repaired. So what type of tools are for $99? What am I getting to do my credit repair? What does my econ have in there for the $99? The one
So
time
they
fee.
have the training modules step by step on what you need to do first through 20, number 1 through 20. So they'll tell you step by step what to do. And the videos are pretty much like maybe 4 to 5 minutes each video showing you step by step. And then they include addresses of the credit bureaus, the 1-800 numbers of each one. They include different letters for different scenarios already typed up. All you have to do is download the PDF or the Word document. They have different versions, and you put in your name, your account number, and it already have all the legalities of what to say to the credit bureaus and how long they have, and it tells you send it certified. So it's very, very detailed, step by step of what you need to do to repair your credit. So it's a very, very good system. And like I said, you pay them. Go ahead.
So for $100 you're getting the 20-step process, all the details, all the videos, all the letters. You just got to put forth the effort.
Exactly. Tell you how long to wait, when to follow up. They have the follow-up letters like, hey, if you don't have this to me by a certain time, you have to legally write this off my credit report. It has every single detail in there, letting you know what are the rules and regulations when you reach out to these credit bureaus. So it's an awesome thing to have.
Is that debt snowball? Is that debt snowball tool in the My Econ too?
Yes,
when
it's not called Debt Snowball. It's the debt calculator, and it'll show you put in all your debts, what's the APR rate, like with your credit cards, house card, and then it'll and then you put in your minimum payment, and then after you click finish, it'll tell you, okay, this is how much more you need to put towards your debt. This is how much you this is like the year when you will pay off all your debts and how much interest you paid over the course of years. So you can go back and adjust it anytime you want to. So that's a good projection to have when you're utilizing the so-called snowball effect. So yeah.
No, that's money. So you're just saying, hey, so step one, when got a W-4, got the extra money. You're saying, hey, go to My Econ, take the extra money, pay that $99, go to the debt calculator, put in all your debts, put in your interest rates. It'll I think hit the button and it'll readjust which ones you need to pay off first, I believe.
Yes.
Right? Don't it reorder them or whatever? So reorder your debts and it'll tell you which one to attack based on the little extra money you got.
All right, TC, so tell that was a great wrap up, Jim Rex. Tell us once again, how do our listeners get in touch with you?
Go to davisinvestments.myecon.net and reach out to me via email. It'll say contact, so you can email me, I'll get it, and then I'll reach out to you and we can set up an appointment where we could do a Zoom call and I'll tell you all the stuff that you need so we can look over and go from there.
Right. Because we do have an author in the family. Tell us again, you never said the name of your book. Tell us the name of your book, and because a lot of, you said it was for women. A lot of women may want to read it, and get some inspiration from it. So tell us the name of your book. And
the name of the book is called Broken Pieces Restored. You can go to my website, LeticiaDavis.com, and you can purchase it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, paperback or ebook, either way. And I'm excited about the book. It's helping a lot of women and men. That's just not one gender, because everybody go through something, but it's just a motivational book to help people get through and just restore themselves mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. How I got through through my situation and how I got through, and how it just I catapulted after that, like just picking up those broken pieces in my life and put them back together. So I'm excited. That led me to becoming a life coach in all areas. So I do life coaching also on my mentor.life /Leticia Davis. So if you need me to help you out, whether it's in entrepreneurship, healing, and money, I'm there for you. So yeah.
So you do a holistic.
Yeah.
Because it is. I mean, each of those things are connected in some way. You can't have success in one without working
Yeah.
on those things.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's that. This is some good information. So, just recap. You can listen to this podcast, but reach out to davisinvestments.myecommerce.com. Did I say that right? I said it all right. .net. Sorry about that. My bad. I'm just wanted to just throw it out there. But but for all y'all out there, hey, this is Realtor.ish. We're about establishing wealth for your family, getting that house, and we're trying to demystify the first step is, most people say I don't have money and I don't have good credit. And we're saying that don't be afraid of that monster in the closet, because we're going to tell you how to get some money. We're going to increase your paycheck, and we're going to tell you how to fix your credit. And the next thing you know, you're going to come to us and we're going to show you how to get into a home. So, those are the steps, those are the things you change your family tree by just making that first step forward. So we're trying to provide the information to help people change their family tree.
So thank you so much, Cece, for being
Yes. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, really appreciate you, little sis.
Yes, sir.
Doing big things.
Look, just following after my big brother.
No, don't start that. Don't start buttering my bread.
Tough for the rest of us, Cece.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to walk out the door with that. My head's gonna get swole.
It is always great to talk with you. You see me with my big check society.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
I'm always ready.
All right, repping that TX. So again, this is the balded beard one, Jamar Davis.
Jamar wants to be bald, so we'll let you be bald. We'll be the bald.
I mean, I shave it bald. Come on now, it is what it is. But you can follow us on Buy Sell Love MD, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, also on YouTube. You can follow us on YouTube as well. Please check out this podcast either through Apple, Spotify. Check out Realtor.ish Podcast. We got more. We got some great stuff coming up this week, so definitely tune in to another episode of Realtor.ish.
Absolutely. All right, family. You can always catch me on IG at your girl, Agent Brandy Davis.
Peace out.